All right, so here we are learning about Feliz Navidad. Okay, so we know it was written by Jose Feliciano. It says here that he was feeling really homesick, and he was missing his family in in New York, and because he was sitting in a studio in L.A. writing music, and it was Christmas Eve, and I don't know if it was Christmas Eve. He remembered celebrating Christmas Eve. How about that? And anyways, what happened was he wrote that song and had it. He wrote that song in a jiffy and had it recorded in 10 minutes. Boom! One of these huge hits, right? Took hardly any time to write. It was just heartfelt. He said that he wanted it to be simple and a song that belonged to the masses. And I thought that was really neat. Um, so he just missed the whole Christmas scene, and he just wanted to be able to wish a Merry Christmas to people. What struck me when I was reading the Wikipedia article about him was that um, one was that he wanted it to be simple. He didn't want it to be a hard song, and he wanted it to be a song that everybody would be able to sing, right? And the other one that comes to mind with that is "We Will Rock You" by Queen, because they did that percussive part to get the audience involved with them. So I thought that was really kind of neat. We've all got our coffee, right? We might need it. Oh, I see Kat's got her dog there with her too. Perfect. I've got Finn here with me. He's poor dog. He's probably just like, why is she spending so much time out in the studio again? Actually, I don't think he cares. As long as he's with me, that's all he really cares about. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the PDF of the first Feliz Navidad, and I'm going to play it with the PDF up, and then I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and I'll play it so you can just watch my fingers. And we'll see how many hand movements I make before I have my hand up on myself and everything. All right. So as we go through this and sight read it, right, and check it all out, I've got at the top here, so I've got the level 1. I've got 2 different types of C chords that I want you to note. So you've got, sitting in the middle of the chord chart scene there, you've got the regular C chord. And at the end, you've got the C5, which if you were using numbers, it would be 0, 0, 3, 3 to indicate your frets. And that C5 I use a lot because it's got a bit of an open sound. And I know we've talked about that one before. We're not necessarily using it to get like a mandolin sound in this case. We will be using it to complement where the melody is sitting as we go along with this song. You'll see that no pun intended, you've got a C5 at the end of the first line, and then just a regular C chord at the end of the second line. So that's what I'm going after, is that there's 2 different types of C's. And could you just go through and play the 1 chord all the way through? Well, maybe. You might miss out a little bit, but we won't worry too much about that yet. I just wanted to point out the 2 different types of chords to you. So what I did with this one, as I fiddled around with it, I've just got the verse sitting like this. The first 2 lines is the verse. The next 2 lines are the chorus. And then at the end of the second line of the chorus, where my little mouse hand is, repeat verse and chorus. Just play it until you're tired of it, basically, right? Just play it and play it and play it. The verse is the same as the outro, but I did give you a separate outro down here so that you could be like, oh, okay, I'm done the roundabout of the song. I'll get off here and I'll take this outro. So you can finish playing the chorus and then go to the outro. Okay, now let's go back up to the top. I didn't even give us an intro. I was just like, let's just go into this song. So a lot of it's going to be in second position. or maybe some first position. I say second position because you might have your index finger sitting on the second fret when you play because of the stretches that you have to do, like going up to the 5th fret in the verse, or going up to in the chorus, you see we go up to the 7th fret. So I'm probably going to use like my middle finger or my ring finger up there. But you'll see what feels right for your hand too. All right, enough talking. I play now. I won't be too fast on it. We'll just take our time. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, oh 5, 3, oh 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh. Now there are different rhythms. I want to stop there and talk about that. There's different rhythms, like at the end of the verse. I've heard people play it where you let this one, number 1 here, on the fret ring out longer than that one. I'm leaving it up to personal taste. We've heard this song a lot. You play it the way you feel it, okay? That's what matters with this one. I'll play the verse again. Here we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, oh, 5, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 1, oh, oh, 3, 3, oh, 3, 1, 1, oh. Okay, so that's the verse. Now the chorus is where we're going to go up higher, heading on up to that 7. There's different positions you can play this melody. I put it on mostly on one string, so that we can play around with the C chord on it. All right, here we go. 3, 4, 1, 7, 5, 3, 3, oh, oh, 3, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, oh, oh, 3, 2, 3. Next line. 2, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3, 4. Back to 7. I'll slow it down. I'm throwing in some little sighs so that you can hear what you can do with it just as a melody. Okay, now I'm going to head to the outro, which we know is the same as the verse. Okay, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, oh 5, 3, oh 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So things that we're going to play around with this melody, as we go, we're first going to address it as the possibility of playing it in a group, right? Like maybe you've got some people that are playing the melody and other people that are strumming the chords, right? Like maybe it becomes an interlude. Maybe your whole uke circle is getting together and you're playing Feliz Navidad. Right, so we'll approach it from that way first. So this could be an instrumental that you're playing in there. And maybe you take the verse and do that, or just the chorus. Who knows, right? Depends on what you've got, what you feel, all that sort of stuff. Now I'm going to stop sharing it for a minute so you can watch how my hands move through certain parts. And I'm going to point them out as I go. I'm all dead serious about this. Hey, got to get this serious song done for serious times. Oh. All right. So when I start it, again, it depends. Oh, yeah, Diane?
What is the G7 for then on the first line?
The G7 on the first line would be like if someone's strumming along with you while you're playing the ukulele.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And later on, it'll be part of what you do to accompany yourself. So, yes. All right. So when I start playing it, I am using two different fingers to play the 3, 3, 2, 3, oh. Depending on how I'm approaching it, I might use. See, I've got like bunny ears set up there. And I just kind of crawl around the fretboard. You can go like the whole idea is that you may not, if you're comfortable using more than one finger there, be a good idea. You can go with one finger. You'll get a little bit more flow. Here you got those notes ringing out together. So first thing to consider when you're playing it is like after you've figured out where the notes are for sure, what fingering to use, right? So when I've got the 3 and the 3 together here right at the beginning of the verse, on the first line and the beginning of the second line, I usually use two different fingers. When I'm playing the 5, 3, 0, 3, I tend to use my ring finger there. You could use your middle finger. I'm all about the bunny ears these days, hey? Whoa, that's the wrong note. There we go. As long as you're using two different fingers, I think you'll find there's a lot more flow there. But let's take a look at what else we got cooking. Next line. We do go to the first fret here. A lot of this will be me thinking about using two fingers between frets 5 and 3, or two fingers between frets 3 and 1. Like that. Okay. So I'm going to go through and play the verse 2 times now. And first time I'm going to try to play it just as written. Second time you'll hear me throw in a slide and probably a pull off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So that's the standard one there. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right? It slides. 3, 4, 1, 2. I did plan to do that's what I wanted to do. You can take these little chunks. I'm going to go back and share with you what I did there, because you can dress up just the melody. Oh, so much fun. Gotta find the right spot on my screen now. There we go. Okay. True Confessions with Tina. Let's see. There it is. Okay. So what I did to recap that is at the beginning here, where I've got the 3 and the 3 right next door to each other, I played, used my pointer finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and then I used my middle on the next string. Now, it depends on your hand size, depends on your, like there's so many depends, right? How big is your hand? How big is your instrument? What's your flexibility? So 2 fingers there helps me to keep moving and just kind of creeping across those frets as I go. So that's the first thing I wanted to note. Now over the G7 section, what I did was I played that 5th fret there. I slid up to it and I went whizzing up to it from fret 3. I just did a quick slide from 3 to 5. So I played O, and then I put my middle finger on the 3rd fret and went. So I played on the 3rd fret and quickly went up to the 5th. So that's something you can try there. So again, just looking at that first line, okay? I'm going to play that first line, and I'm going to toss in a couple of things there to give you some ideas. 3, 4, 1, 2. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Here we go. That's that slide there. So you can just take your time getting up there if you want, but the whole idea is to use the 3rd fret as a starting point for that slide, and then get up to that 5th fret. Like you played the wrong fret and you have to get up there real quick. You just glide on up to that 5th fret. You can also do a slide on, let's take a look at that second line now. The first measure of the second line there. Hear that slide there from 2 to 3? 3, 3, slide from 2 to 3. And then you've got an open after that, which is nice because that open does give you a chance to kind of reset yourself. Okay, so let's go through the verse. Okay, and I'm going to play it normal, like just as written. The second time through, I'll try to add some little slides in there to give you some ideas. Okay, there we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, oh, 5, 3, oh, 3, 2. Next line. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 1, oh, oh, 3, 3, oh, 3, oh, oh, 1, 1, oh. Sorry, you guys, 2, 3. Let's repeat. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, oh, 5, 3, oh, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, 1, oh, oh, 3, 3, oh, 3, 1, 1, oh. Now what I'm doing right here, the bar that's got the 3, 3, oh, 3, 1, 1 under the G7 chord. So I'm playing my 3, 3. Now I'm on a smaller ukulele today, so I do lift my finger a little bit in order to have the open string ring out cleanly. So I just hover my finger over that 3rd fret, and then I plopped it right back down when it was time to play that 3rd fret again. So you can do a quick lift there, and I know we all do that sort of stuff, but it's nice to know, I think, you know, what I'm doing on my end of the screen. Now, did anyone try any slides in that verse? Maybe I see a smile. It's pretty fun. You get the feel of the melody first, and then, yeah, toss in some slides. All right, let's try that chorus now. Okay, let's go up to there. Okay, so I'm going to play the chorus twice, and then we'll check in and see how things are going. 3, 4, 1. 5, 3, 3, oh, oh, 3. 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, oh, oh, 3, 2, 3. 7, 7, 7, 7, 5, 3, 3. Oh, 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 5, 3, 2, 2, 3, 5, 3. Ready. Repeat that chorus. Here we go. 7, 7, 7, 7, Um, this chorus part is just resplendent places to slide, slide, slide. Oh, so much fun. Okay, let's go and actually, you know what? I'm going to stop sharing for a second. I'm just going to show you how I'm playing that chorus part because it dawned on me. I don't think I did. I'm leading with my ring finger a lot, hey? So lots of ring finger stuff. Depending on how I'm playing it later on, I may change my fingering, but for now it's nice just to go up and down that first string, hey? Lots of it's just like you're on a track, right? The old train track, going up and down it, finding stuff. The only thing you got to watch out for in that chorus, I find, that throws me off is when you hop to, let's see. Making sure I've got a finger ready for that second fret, because I get all wrapped up on going up and down and going to the third fret and then hitting it open. So when I was playing it last night, I would do that, right, to just get through. It works. It gives you room to have a slide too. Now I want to know, has anyone got any observations? I'll share this again, but has anyone got any observations about their playing? Anything like any parts where they're like, well, I want to slide, but I want to do straight notes, or, you know, is it feeling okay so far? I guess that's my question, really.
I have a question, Tina.
Yep.
Why are you playing the G on the 7th fret instead of just the regular G?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. The 7th G on the 7th fret. Wait a minute, let me find that.
The very first note.
The G on the 3rd fret?
The 7th.
That
The very first note.
the very first note that I'm playing here?
Yeah, 7th. Or is that a rest? I thought
That's
that
a
was
rest.
a rest. I didn't have my glasses on. I thought it was a 7 and it's rest.
Yeah, it's a rest.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm like, oh, what's going on there? Oh, what did I write? Oh, yeah. Sounds kind of neat, though, when you do that. But, yeah, that's a rest, absolutely. Wow. Okay, good. I'm glad we answered that. Although I was mostly just confused and you figured it out on your own. But, you know, yeah, these darn glasses, eh? My glasses are a little blurry right now, so I'm glad that you figured that out, because I was totally confused. All right, I'm going to show you guys how I started going off with playing this last night. And I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller for myself so that... let's see if I can grab this. Okay, I gotta stop sharing and reorganize my screen, sorry. I gotta reorganize this thing. Just gonna make it a tiny bit smaller so it all fits on one screen there. I try to make it bigger so that we can look at it, and then it's like I can't see anything, so there, okay. Tidy up my screen. screwed it up, sorry. Going back to the beginning of the chorus. I got distracted. There were so many, as I was tapping on my ukulele to keep time, I was sending so many like thumbs up to myself. It was just bizarre on the Zoom. So I did that so you could feel the beats, and then it dawned on me, I was really having fun with doing that. Oh, Kat, you like that too? Or maybe you're tapping. I don't know. I don't know, because I was sending thumbs up to myself with that. So, you don't have to do all that tapping, but it can be kind of fun to help you keep time. So I'm going to share the screen and show you where I was tapping. We'll try a little bit of it. And just doing something simple like that can be, oh wait, what did you get? You got my regular. You've got just the PDF up on your screen, right? Yeah, okay. My screen looked different here and it threw me off. I sounded suspicious, didn't I? Like, wait a minute. So I find that tapping helps me when I've got a whole note, right? Such as at the very beginning here, where I've got the first string open. And what I did was I went tap, so I played, tap, 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 and then I did 2 more taps just cause. So beat 1, beat 2, 05, 3, 03, tap, tap, tap. We'll go through it kind of slow so you can just experiment with that. But if you've got a percussion background, this might be your chance to really play around, right? Like I tend to tap with the side of my thumb a lot on my instrument, but I get my middle finger going on the other side of the strings too. Just kind of tick-tocking away, but a lot with the thumb so that my fingers are ready to play. Here we go. We'll just try it nice and slow. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 0, 5, 3, 0, 3, 2, 3, 4. Next line. Tap, tap. 3, 3, 2, 3, 0. That's a tricky tap to throw in there. 3, 3, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0. Tap, tap. Repeat it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 0. Tap, tap, tap. 1, 2, 0, 5, 3, 0, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 0, 1, 0, 0, 3, 3, 0, 3, 1, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to tell you guys while I'm playing this, I'm tapping with my thumb, I'm picking with my fingers. Sometimes I'm picking just with 1 finger, sometimes with 2. There's not going to be as much room for tapping in the chorus because of the nature of the song. We can toss in a tap right at the beginning here. It might be tricky to toss in a tap between the 3 and the O. Right here my little hand is. But likely we can toss in a tap at the end of that bar and a tap just before we play those 5th fret notes. That would be a good spot to do that. Okay, so I'm going to aim for a tap. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Tap, tap. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Tap. Next line, tap is how I'm going to try to do it. Okay, here we go. I'll count us in. Just hover over that 7th fret and be ready. Here we go. 3, 4, 1, 7, 7, 7, 7, 5 3 3 0 0 3 tap tap 5 5 5 5 3 0 0 3 2 3 tap. Next line 7 7 7 7 5 3 3 0 0 0 5 3 2 2 3 5 3 tap tap. Okay, let's repeat the chorus. Ready? Here we go. 3 4 tap 7 tap tap. Tap. Next line. 7 7 7 7 5 3 3 0 0 0 5 3 2 2 3. So I tossed in a slide there on purpose so you can see you can just have a good time with this. So the outro, I'm not going to play it right now because we know it's the same as the verse. So you can play this melody just as written, right? You can have people strumming chords behind you. You can add in slides in particular, like there's lots of places for little slidey bits in there. If you feel so inclined, try tapping on your instrument. And like I say, I tap with my thumb. I usually keep, let me stop sharing for a second here so I can show you how I keep my hand. I tend to be like this when I do that. Okay, see how I keep my fingers kind of curved and ready? So keeping them like that has them ready all the time. And then as you get comfy, you can toss in some stuff on the other side, but focus just on one side. But maybe your thumb is not enjoying that. Maybe you're like cracking that thing really hard, like I did when I first started doing that. And you're like, ah, my thumb. That's a reminder to tap lightly. You'll also find different spots. Give you a different sound. So maybe you'll adjust where your hand sits so that you can have a different sound. Right now, where I'm playing up here, it's pretty light. This would probably be better. Oh, I can't do it. Too tired. Sometimes I can toss in like little, like I play the melody and then I tap on the and, like the up strum, you know, I'm like pluck, tap, pluck, tap. That's for another day. That's not for today. Hiya. Too busy now. My poor brain. So that's what I've got for ideas for that. Just tossing in slides, and the tapping. The tapping can be fun. Or maybe you're like, no, I'll get someone to play the drums behind me while I play. That's a perfect option too. But let's take a look at level 2. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Now, along the way, many times we've done the G7 with the splits. Okay, so you want to hang on to that idea. The C5 that I talked about, we're going to address in this level, so that I make sure that I talk about that. But the G7 with the splits, we've got our regular G7, like that. And if you play it with the splits, you bring your finger up to here, up to the 3rd fret. So our fret notes are 5 on the 2nd string, or sorry, 3rd string. then 3 with your pointer there, and 5 on the bottom string. Sometimes you make it like this, right, so that you can stretch far enough. Sometimes you make it like this. Depends on what you're doing, right, where you're coming from. Chances are good I'm gonna use this fingering. But depends on your hand size, depends on your instrument size, right? Give it a strum, give it a little feel there. Now compare it to your standard G7. I'll get really close so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So standard G7, right? So now you've got a fret. Your fingers aren't like that. You've got a fret in between them. Right? Okay. So instead of tapping on this version, we're going to throw in strums. So a lot of finger placements are going to have to be mindful of that. And we'll take a look at different ways to play. But I'll share what I've got, and I'll play, and I'll repeat both sections. And then I'll stop sharing, and you can watch my hands while I play. All right. So I'm not going to do any tapping with this one. I'll probably fall off my chair if I try to tap and strum and play the melody. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to retune my ukulele because I swear I could feel it going sideways while I was playing. Really sideways. Come on, little ukulele. So I did add in muted chords there. You heard like a little as I went along. I couldn't seem to help myself. I just had to. Oh, come on. I feel like this 4th string is like, had the biscuit maybe. Sorry guys. Oh, come on. Oh, victory. Oh, that's better. All right, so that C5, you're going to wind up playing that a lot in here. Oh, I didn't even put it in the fret or the chord chart at the top. I'm so sorry. C5, if you're looking at this C chord here, comparing it to the chord chart from the other one, you've got strings 3 and 4 open, and right next to the first string where you got that dot, you'll have a dot on string 2, fret 3 as well. And you're going to wind up using that in places like at the end of this first line. Now the reason for that would be your melody is sitting on the 3rd fret of string 2. And you can just leave that note down and just tuck in your regular C chord shape right on top of that. So you'd have string 3 and 4 open, and string 1 and 2 would both have the 3rd fret covered. And you get that kind of neat open sound that you just plant your fingers around the melody and away you go, is what happens. There are some places where you may want to play all the chord shapes, or maybe you'll be like, well, okay, that's a bit too much. Like with here in the second line where it says G7, it actually starts with a little chunk of a G chord and then it goes to a G7. And you'll see that listed right on the bottom of the page there. It's got that same measure there going all the way down to the bottom line. You'll see where I've got a G. And what I've done is that's a little bit more like just like a chord melody part where I put a strum up to the melody because the melody is the 3rd fret note there. So I strum and then I play 3-0-3. If you want to tuck in some of that G chord underneath the 1st fret note, you can, or you can just play it as a 1-1. You can decide, right? So this is where it's a choose your own adventure. You can add as much or as little as you want to this. So I'm going to play it again just like this, and then I'll stop sharing and play it for you. But let's just try a little bit of it, okay? Here we go. So on the verse, so we'll play the single notes, and then we're going to hop to that D minor chord. I'll scroll up a little bit so you guys can see that chord. Okay, here we go. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. Oh, I would just hit the open there. I hadn't intended to have that chord right under there. I'm not sure. I did something funky with my with the program. I would just hit a 0 there, and then strum the D minors here. That would be the easiest way to approach it. So you'd have 3, 3, 2, 3, oh, cha cha cha. Cha cha G7 05 303 cha 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 3 3 2 3, and here I could see a full D minor. So I had a lot of conversations with myself last night when I was writing this out. Can you tell? Because I'm still talking to myself about it. I would probably just hit the open there, and that gives you a chance to build the D minor chord for where the slashes are for strumming. Okay. I did put in the full chord here purposefully because it was the easiest way to build that harmony in there. Now I did put it underneath this word too, rather than just having the 1st fret by itself because you're already in it. Yeah, Diane?
Excuse me, how can the G7 be 3-2-0 or 0-2-3?
I know, right? That's where I should have had a G there. And then a G7 over it, just like at the bottom. Remember where I said like right at the very bottom line? See, I've got the G. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Now in the song though, you'll see just like a G7 chord written. And the whole thing is you get this tension and release of going, that tension and release. But yeah, very, just make sure that you have G written there and then G7 over the next part. That's awesome. All right, so let's, the only thing I would skip out on is right there. I'll put my hand right over that. There, don't play that part. Just hit the open and then strum in the next measure. That'll make your life easier. Here we go. And we'll just go through the verse, see how it goes. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, open. And leading to G7. 05, 3, 0, and that's that little C5, so you got your 3rd fret down there, you can strum that. Cha, 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 cha. And because you played C5 here rather than the C, and you strummed, look at that, you're ready with both fingers down to play that melody there. So that's where that really comes into play. So let's play that from the threes here. Here we go. 3, 3, 2, 3. Go for it with that D minor. O, O, G chord. Little chunk of a G chord. 3, 3, O, 3. Then to G7. Strum just to that first fret. And then strum those open strings under the C. Cha, cha, cha. And repeat it. Ready? Here we go. You can add an extra strum in there. I just did cha, cha, cha for fun. So I did my open, cha, cha, cha. Back to the verse, beginning there. Here we go. 3, 3, 2, 3, open, D minor, strum, 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 G7, strum. O, 5, 3, O, C5 chord. Cha, 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 cha. And because you laid down both those third fret notes, you're ready to go. D minor. G chord. 3, 3, O, 3, G7. Cha, cha, cha. Okay, ready? We're going to do the chorus now. Head on up there. You're just in open string country here. So you can, because that's a C chord. You can hit all your strings. I just did 3 strings because the third string open is a C, and I thought, okay, I just did that. You could strum as many or as little as you want. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. 5, 3. Now here is where you probably want to just drag your finger down. Like you might want to line up with your pinky on that 3 before you play that F, because this is a fancy F where you've got your F chord with the 3rd fret added on that first string. A special F. Sounds so cool. I have to use my pinky for that rather than my 3rd finger, because my 3rd finger does not like to stretch that far. So let's try it again and get your pinky lined up on that 3rd fret just before you strum that F. So however you walk down there, land on that pinky for the 3rd fret. Okay, here we go again on those 7s. 3, 4, 1. Pinky, strum. G7 with the splits, and your pinky's already there on that 3rd fret. So just drag that up to the 5th fret, and you line up with the baby finger on that 5th fret of the 1st string, index finger on that 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then 5th fret again on that 3rd string. 3, O, and then all opens. Back up to that 7th fret on the next line. Now I want to stop sharing, and so just so you can watch my fingers while I do that. So I'm going to address the chorus part because that's going to be one of the trickier areas. So I'm here. Right, that's the thing. However you get down there, I'm going to drag right down. For that G7 with the splits. You might be comfortable doing that and using your ring finger to add to that F. My hand is not, it doesn't stretch well enough for that. So I'm gonna So I use my pinky quite a bit on that part. It's going to depend on how comfortable you are with moving though, right? With using that pinky. There's lots of room for slides in here though too, even like with all the strumming. So I'm just gonna play this thing and have it so you can really watch this hand here. I get myself all comfy here. There we go. Tried to add in all the things that I could think of for that so you could just hear all the stuffs. So I did, oh see, my hand went up and I think I put up my hand. Oh, it's going again. Oh, there it goes. Lower my hand. There we go. So I did a lot there. Things that I did. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. Okay, well, let's check this out. So if you know how to do chucking, I did add that in there a little bit. Now, often what I do though is I'll use my hand lightly covering my fretboard to get that sound, depending on where I am. Oh, Vicky, I'm glad you like it. Yeah, it's cool. So 3, 3, 2, 3, and I played that melody note open the first time without the chord underneath it, and then I went and I strummed. I hit the G7, and then what I did was right on that rest there, I made a muffled noise while I was going from playing the chord to playing the melody. It sounds fancy, but it was just like I just basically smacked my fingers down on my fretboard. Because there's a transitional area, right? Going from making that G7 chord to hopping and playing that melody, I just made a sound. Muted the strings a little bit. I didn't do that coming from the C5 chord where I would play 0033 when I'm strumming, because like I said before, the melody notes are lined up there from playing that chord. So I didn't do that really. I was just like, whew, notes are ready, let's go. Now, I strummed this full chord here, this D minor. I did do a little strum here. I think that what I did there was I mostly picked that first fret note right there and kind of flicked up the strings with my finger. Yeah, I think I did. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep track of everything I do because I get busy bouncing around on this stuff. But it's just, everyone's going to play it a little bit differently. So it's good to have the ideas. You could play without the chords under there. You could just strum on the first measure. There's nothing wrong with that. Then I did a little strum on my G, pick the notes, little strum on the G7, pick the note, and then I went to my C, and at that point it's just the open string part of the C. Cha-cha-cha, rest, rest, got my fingers ready again, and then away I went, playing again. Sometimes when I was playing it last night, I would strum a lot when I wanted to strum it. So like I'd sit there and strum, maybe just pick the first fret note there and then strum again, like just have a ball with it. You know, as long as you can still hear the melody coming out, that's a big thing. Now there were, like I listened to a lot of different versions of Feliz Navidad, and the basic idea is to let the melody, the main part of the melody ring out, and then just start having fun with the chords to kind of create a duet with yourself is what it feels like after a while. Let's see now. When you go down to the chorus and you go to this F chord, which can kind of stop you up, right? Because there's all those fingers you have to put down. Do you have to put them all down? No. Maybe you ignore the fourth string. Oh, I covered it right up with my hand. Okay, I don't play that part there. There you go. Just do 3 strings. Oh, well, you don't have to reach so far now. Oh, it's not so bad now. And it gives you a little bit of a break, right? You don't have to go so far. So think about that. Like when you're playing these songs, if there's parts where you feel like you're stretching further than you want to, or it's a challenge to make the full chord, play it as a 3-string chord. Or don't play that chord part until you feel like you're really comfortable and your hands are warmed up, and you add in that chord later. You do tapping there instead. Ooh, tappa tappa. The G7 with the splits. We got that. Oh, I see a little. Paula, you're getting in the festive mood, right? Yeah. Ah, we're doing it now, boy. Ah, yeah. Festivity times. All right, I'm going to leave this up, and I want to know, does anyone have any questions about any parts? No? Looks good. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to stop sharing it. And I know we're at 10. It was, I feel like it was light but intense at the same time, you know, like with all the strumming. So, yeah, I'm going to stop recording now. That's what I'll do, so that you've got like mostly like the lesson stuff. Oh, what, Kat? You put up a picture of coffee? Yeah, that sounds good. I'm just going to hold my cup of coffee here. It's kind of cold now.
It wasn't light, but it was doable. So thank you very much.
Okay, doable. That's awesome. Yes. That's good. Oh, I like that so much. All right, I'm going to stop this recording now. Oh, Kat, I'm glad you had fun. And oh, your mug's up again. Will it put up a mug for me? No? Ah, okay, I'll stop recording while I play.